Presbyterian game Tuesday, Coach Hibbs, 8-3 loss where you get in a little bit of trouble early. Harris sort of what he did last week, he just sort of managed to keep it together for a while. The offense comes back in it. And then that one inning where the defense sort of abandons you for a second, and one of those games where you end up playing uphill again. It seems to be one or the other. Either you get a lead and able to hold it or just can't come back in this one. Just kind of your thoughts on this Tuesday night after a good weekend on the road.
Yeah, we got it back to 2-2. And then just had an awful inning there. Misplayed I think 3 balls and had pitches that were elevated and just kind of lost control of the game at that point in time. So we were really good this weekend, as you know, from traveling with us, and we just did not play well as we did this weekend. We did not play as well tonight, and that one inning just really hurt us. But I thought Roberts threw well. It's good to get him back out there. I thought he threw well. I thought we did some good things at times with some guys that got some time and pinch hits off the bench. And I thought Daddy-O put a good swing on there late. And but again, just not enough guys tonight doing positive things. And when we repeat our actions, when we're consistent with our actions, whether it be pitching wise or defensively or offensively in the box, we're a pretty good team. Tonight we didn't do that, and we're a very average at best team if we don't repeat our actions the right way.
Yeah, and the theme, I think we've talked about this a lot over the last 2-3 weeks, margin for error. You've played a lot of one-run games, and tonight really one little defensive lapse away from carrying a 2-2 game into the 6th or 7th, and who knows what happens at that point.
Well, we're missing a little bit of power in the middle of our order, with Shive not being in there, and we're missing a few things in terms of offense, in other areas at times. We're missing a few things defensively at times, just depending on the game. And we mix and match, from a pitching staff standpoint, and try to do that as best we can to try to match up. But it's hard to go on longer winning streaks if the consistency is not there with our actions. And again, I've said it 100 times. We like our guys. We've got really good kids and people in our program, but we just kind of every once in a while fall back into that kind of non-aggressive, kind of slower action mode, and that's not going to lead to a good game when we do that. So we'll see if we can get things cleaned up tomorrow and go play tomorrow, and then on to Temple this weekend.
I was going to say that was the bad news. The good news is there's another game the next day. You can kind of reset and shake off any bad taste in your mouth by going and competing again up in Chapel Hill. Now the rest of the week is basically going to be on the road. You're going to head to Chapel Hill. We're going to play that game and then stay overnight and then head up to Temple. So another week for the guys to kind of collectively be on their own with each other on the road and rally to hopefully get some offense going again.
Yeah, and we'll see good arms tomorrow. They're going to run really good arms out there, one after the other, and I know they got a lot of pitching depth. And then this weekend we're going to see probably the best pitcher in the A-10, up there at Temple. And his brother's left-handed. He's right-handed. His brother's left-handed, and he's pretty darn good too. So they got a pretty good 1-2 punch there. And those guys are doing a good job at Temple. They're transitioning to the Big East, kind of like we're transitioning next year to back to Conference USA. So they're starting to do some positive things up there, and it's going to be a battle tomorrow, and it'll be a battle again all 3 games this weekend up in Philly.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. There's always a next game, at least, and exams coming up. I'm sure that is something that's a stressor on the guys, but more games left to be played, so you can kind of shake this one off and get back on the field.
Yeah, thanks a lot.